But we think about the fact that he even tried to do his little tariff war with Mexico. Mexico and Texas, we share a very special relationship for a lot of different reasons. But one is because they are our biggest trade partner as well. So now we've got all of these farmers that are saying, hey, my farm workers are not showing up. It's not just the schools, the hospitals, and the religious institutions. It's actually everywhere. They are afraid to go to work, and that's only ending up causing more issues for us as Americans. And that's what I need people to understand. This isn't a matter of, oh, well, that's over there. This impacts all of us because, again, we are a country of immigrants. And the fact that we have so many people that either don't know our history or want to ignore our history, or as we know, this administration, especially in Black History Month, they want to delete our history. The reality is that immigrants have always been what made this country great.
Girl, Jasmine Crockett. He has to convolute everybody else's issues with foundational Black American freedmen. In this case, she convolutes a few different issues. She talks about our history, Black History Month, and correlates our history here in this country to immigration and to immigrants, to which it has nothing to do with. The 14th Amendment is about foundational Black Americans, freedmen, and their descendants. Caribbeans are not part of that. Illegal aliens are not part of that. The Chinese are not part of that. The Mexicans are not part of that. Some reason we have Jasmine Crockett, who for all intents and purposes is Black. We have not been able to lock down her background. However, when you make certain statements like she just did, the question has to be,
where's your family from?
Because at the end of the day, what is she talking about? When you talk about our history, that has nothing to do with any other group. Our history is simply that. You look at old plantation pictures. What other groups, ethnic groups, do you see on those plantations in chattel slavery? This is something that I take personal as a personal insult to my ancestors in this country. Because when you start doing this, this is very, very tetherish. And so I guess we got to start looking at Jasmine Crockett and start looking at her background. Right now, they're trying to muddy the waters with her background, but they're still finding the money. And then you have other people saying, oh, no, she's not worth $9 million. You either are or you're not. Your public record of finance is one thing. And then, oh, well, I don't have a house over here. But yeah, you have $1 million home elsewhere. So if they got the location wrong, see, you're using semantics. But again, she's an attorney, and she is not from the so-called ghetto experience or the hood experience. She's from the suburbs, from private schools, not public school education. And at this moment, I believe that she is going out of her way to show the Democrat brass that she's fully on board with the agenda that they already enacted against foundational Black Americans. And that is to force the conversation of other groups into our conversation. And one of the main reasons it has been done is to lump other groups into reparations. That's why they have all of a sudden this new study. And look at the verbiage she's using. Look at the verbiage they're using. Everybody keeps trying to incorporate every other group into our claim. And then what she just so egregiously did is incorporated these illegals and the illegals that have came here, and then the Homestead Act. See, this is what I don't understand if she knows what she's saying. The Homestead Act was to go around and circumvent having a black workforce. Or maybe she's not aware of that. So when this country is built by immigrants, that whole immigrant thing and talking point that she's using was literally a tool to use against foundational Black Americans. And I guess she's not aware that Dr. King talked about that. See, here's my issue with these types. They come out here with a sassy hair flinging. And didn't I tell y'all from jump that what she has been doing was somewhat of a play on Vicky Dillard? Have you guys caught on to her shtick now? All she's doing is trying to be Vicky Dillard of Congress. Y'all understand me? She's doing the hair, she has her hair and then she's shaking it. Come on now. Who has she got that from? And that's come from watching the grassroots, because what they're trying to do is trying to bring their lack of substance to something substantive. I can't talk, but you know what I mean. To bring it to a system and a community and platform of substance, such as the grassroots and new Black media. And so she's trying to now massage her sister girl moment into being a real career move. Also, the negative blowback of that. This performative extra Black sassiness that no woman is really doing. I'm married to a Black woman. She ain't doing that. Family full of Black women, they ain't doing that. But she's getting up on the platform in some of the highest offices in America, in the world, doing the sassy Nene Leakes season 1 sister girl routine of a Black woman. Do y'all catch that? That is not how Black women should be represented. She's no Claire Huxtable. Yet she's an attorney. See, we grew up with Cliff and Claire Huxtable. Here is a legitimate Black attorney, and she's up here sister girling it. No class. But we know she comes from class. So that's why I say this is an act. That ain't her. And even more so, the things that she's saying, it's you don't even hear Tamika Mallory saying silly stuff like that. And most people who are tied to this country's lineage don't. Clarence Thomas ain't said nothing like that. Jesse Lee Peterson ain't said nothing like that. Our homegrown raccoons haven't said nothing like this. But she's going out of her way to further the Joe Biden / Kamala Harris play of, look, y'all better get used to working with them, because it's going to be more than them than it is of you. And it's because of the Democrats' agenda of flooding the zone to do so. As we see how much money has went to doing it. This is the money that the Democrat Party has spent, invested in the system of benign neglect. It has literally been the system of benign neglect, and they have most definitely made sure foundational Black America stays completely stuck and tied to their system of benign neglect. And I know for myself, I say, hell no. And so real quick, I just want to give you, we're going to go back real quick, and I just want you to hear her say it again, just in case anybody says, well, that's not what she said, you got her out of context. Okay, well, don't take my word for it. Let's just listen to her.
everywhere. They are afraid to go to work, and that's only ending up causing more issues for us as Americans. And that's what I need people to understand. This isn't a matter of, oh, well, that's over there. This impacts all of us because, again, we are a country of immigrants. And the fact that we have so many people that either don't, this impacts all of us because, again, we are a country of immigrants. And the fact that we have so many people that either don't know our history or want to ignore our history, or as we know, this administration, especially in Black History Month, they want to delete our history. The reality.
How is this country, being a country of immigrants, being represented in Black History Month in our history? It's not. There's no immigration in foundational Black American history. There's slavery, but there is no immigration. What is she talking about? Why is she up here, an educated Black woman, lying on the history and lineage of Black America? Why is she doing that? You hear what I'm saying, folks? This is treachery. This is treasonous. This is absolutely anti-Black, and it's coming out of a Black face. And now I have to say even more so, Jasmine Crockett, you are looking like a tether. And if you are not a tether, then you most definitely deserve one of these.
Sambo, Sambo, Sambo!
You understand me? So at the end of the day, always remember, Jasmine Crockett, you cannot tie all of these other people into our lineage because they just simply don't belong, and that is foul of you and all of the rest of the Democrats for doing so. So always remember, we know what the cultural divide is and why.
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor. You really about to do it? 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
And it's bigger than your lies, ma'am. It's bigger than the music, and it's bigger than your lies. Hashtag ends off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to a beatzillapdx official news break. I, of course, am your host, beatzillapdx official. Tune in to this channel, so you got to subscribe. First, like this video. If you get a chance, share this video out. Go ahead and give a comment if you're watching the replay. And if you have not already subscribed, man, you got to do so. You got to make sure you hit the subscribe button, build this channel up, draw people over here to this channel. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Hit the word all. That way you'll be notified anytime this channel goes live or a video is uploaded or premieres like this one. And you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at beatzillapdx. And make sure also you go to the new channel, Zilla Perspectives. Make sure you go to Zilla Perspectives and also subscribe there. We are doing a different kind of content over there on that channel, which will be different than what we talk here because we most talk politics. So there will be different kind of content, but still from me. So again, thank you all for tuning in. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon each and every one of you that rock with this channel and with our mission of Black empowerment. Jasmine Crockett. I, for myself, have always been kind of looking at her and had my eyebrows raised. The fact that they like her so much, I feel that either she's married to a small hat or she's a tether. And by the statement she made in this particular video and trying to convolute, I don't even know how she wrapped her mind around talking about immigration and tying that into somehow our history. We're not immigrants. We never have been. And the 14th Amendment is about Us. No one else. Don't know why people can't understand that. But at the end of the day, that ain't our problem. But it is theirs. So, I firmly reject it, and I hope that you will too. And every time that you guys see these people trying to lump immigrants or immigration talk into foundational Black American freedmen history, I would admonish each and every one of you to firmly combat that with the truth, because that's just a lie. Jasmine Crockett, you are fake news. Make sure you keep your notification bells on, family. Till next time, stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all. Have a blessed day.